Well, I want to welcome everybody and thank you for coming to our grand opening of our brand new M project, our MLounge, and it's known as M, and Robert will explain. You see Robert to my right, who is the director of the program, and of course you see Angelo to my left, who is our CEO. And we are very pleased that you folks came today, and we are so excited. We kept you outside. I know it's hot out here, I'm sorry, because when you walk inside, you're going to be blown away. It is an amazing project. We've had an evolution of the M project, of our empowerment program. Started with the Department of Health, and the Department of Health is here. Thank you for starting off this program many years ago. Yes. Then we were funded by the Community Foundation, which did some gap funding for us. And then Broward House funded ourselves in hopes that the CDC would fund the program, and the CDC funded the program for 5 years. And we're excited that you're here to show you the grand opening. Now the project, again, Robert's going to explain that, but this project is prevention for young gay men. We want to keep people free from HIV. There was an article just published, 1 in 5 gay men in large cities are infected with HIV. Now that is way too large of a statistic, too much. And this project is going to help that. Out of those 1 of 5, half of them, almost half of them, don't even know they're infected. So we're going to change that here, and we're going to improve our statistics here. What you're going to see inside is beautiful, and there's some images inside, and the images are to get folks and to get the core group. We have a wonderful group here who really run the program. We get them to have conversations about safe sex, about self-esteem, about empowerment, and you're going to see some of those images, and it can propel folks into conversation. So we're very excited about you being here. I welcome you, and wait till you see.
Oh. A key part of the mission of Broward House is to prevent HIV and AIDS. Of course, much of what we do works with people who already have HIV and AIDS. This part is my favorite part, because this part is the part where we reach out into the community and offer options before things get difficult and before we have to get into interventions that are much more complicated. I think it's so important at a time when funding is going down in so many different kinds of programs that we continue to have funding for prevention. And for a lot of years we didn't have it. And at Broward House we found a way to keep this program going even when the funds weren't there. And that was a smart move because the CDC did come back and surprise us with 5 years of funding. I am so proud of this project. And Robert and you and your staff and everyone. And I want to welcome Commissioner Scott Newton, who is here from the city of Wilton Manors. Mayor Jack Seiler is on his way, and I hope to see him soon. Thank you so much for your support. The work we do here is very important. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so excited to see so many familiar faces here today to launch the opening of the new M project. It's been a long journey. We have not been able to do this without the help of many of my colleagues. I'd also like to recognize Joey Wynn for all the work he did with writing the grant for us. That was a chore. And also, without the funding from CDC, we would not be here today. So I'm real excited about that. If you haven't already stopped by our information booth, please stop by, pick up some materials so that you learn and you find out what this whole program is all about. We've made a lot of changes recently. And what I'm hoping from each and every one of you is that when you do come across anyone between the ages of 18 and 13 that identifies being gay, bisexual, 18 and 30, I'm sorry, are gay, bisexual, or questioning, that you send them over here, whether they're positive or negative. HIV has to be, prevention has to be disseminated to all populations, okay? So I ask you to do that to help our project out. I also would like you to take a moment here, and I want to introduce you to my staff, who of course I couldn't do any of the things that I do without them. Jacques Minash has been with me for 2 years now. And just recently that joined us is Angel Roach. Thank you for all you've been doing for the last 2 months and putting up with me trying to get this open. Okay. I just also want to thank the following individuals for underwriting our open house this evening. David Richwine of Bristol Myers Squibb, thank you for your donation. Seth Leverance from CompCare Pharmacy, who just left to go to another meeting, he also contributed. Dee Renaud from SkyMed Pharmacy also underwrote this. I'd like to thank the DJ, BJ Marcia, for being here. And we don't want to forget Georgie's Alibi, who supplied our food this evening. It is also with great pleasure to tell you that, we could not do what we do here without the support of our community, and that is huge. CDC does give us money to run this program, but we can't do everything that we'd like to do without other additional funds that come in. And there's quite a few people that I do personally want to recognize for all the efforts and the donations that they've given us so far. The first one is Mark Lavassiere. Where is Mark? This gentleman here donated $12,000 for the renovations of this building. But that's not where his generosity ended. He's donating $20,000 a year for the next 5 years, totaling $100,000 to support and subsidize our rent here. An incredible man that when I approached him with this program, he jumped on board from the get-go, and he will be on our community advisory board as well. Mark, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Part of our renovations, Doug Tinkerpaw from Pinnacle Constructors also assisted in our renovations during that time. Kim Hack from Sherwin-Williams donated all the paint supplies to paint our place. That's it. It doesn't end there. Kurt Harris from Best Buy, sponsoring our movie nights moving forward, also donated a large screen TV, 50-inch, and a 42-inch screen TV, along with the surround sound system. So this goes on. Steve DeLong from Humpies and his partner Dennis, thank you very much for sponsoring our core meetings. They're also sponsoring our grand opening next week, which is for the guys. We're expecting at least 75 guys to come to that opening. Dennis Dean of Dennis Dean Galleries for loaning his artwork for our interior. Thank you, Dennis. Mark Beard for hand painting our logo, which is right here. And there's also a large logo inside, which you'll see in a few minutes. Thank you, Mark. Pride Factory for donating program materials. The Church of the Holy Spirit Song for donating our kitchen equipment. Project Link for donating our office cubicles. And finally, I'd like to thank the many, many contributors in the community that donated furniture and furnishings for us to get up. And when you see the place inside, you'll be amazed. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, everyone. Okay, and at this point, I'm not going to keep going on and on and on, but thank you again for coming this afternoon. And at this point, Angela is going to coordinate our ribbon cutting.
No, you're going to cut.
I'm going to coordinate. Actually, can I have my core team and my facilitators come on up and you can join us?
You're going to cut a ribbon?
I don't know, but we have backup scissors just in case.
I think those are one. Yeah. Kathleen, get in here.
They open the doors right now, and please come in and check out the M Project.
Joey, I said to Angela, I'm going to look at you with an entirely different view.
He's trying to get away from the camera.
The game room here. Got a beautiful TV. DVD, video games, board games, computer, articles, rules, the couch, and
Well,